Good morning. Just for the record, I'm laying here in my bed thinking about Dr. Joseph Parent. He's involved in some book. I wished I had known this before I got a divorce. How did I get to this place? I'll just take a minute to breathe and think about. I wrote a book, and then I wrote another book, and then I wrote a Facebook post, and I wrote a QQ post. QQ is the Facebook of China, where I have 5 adopted daughters. I call them that. Spiritual soulmates, if you want, although the soul does not have a mate. I wrote a book called Enlightenment in a golf cart, but I never wrote it down. And now I'm going to write the world's first, as far as I know, book, audible book, on a channel where you could, I could actually turn on the light and you could see me. But I have free will, and free will is where it's at, and everyone has free will. When I was in jail, I felt free. I drank water from the commode, and it made me happy. I did clean that commode, talked about it. Then I cleaned the cell, and I checked in with a smile, and I left with a smile, just like I'm going to do with my life. And I'm just like I'm going to do. That's my accent, and I'm sticking with it. I'm not going to pay anybody to do this audible book. I'm going to do it. I'm always worried about time on my videos. It's 2:36. Well, what is time anyway? It's an illusion. It's created by gravity, true gravity, space. Getting from here to there takes time, relativity. So relatively speaking, I'm a much better golfer than I was yesterday, and a much better person than I was yesterday. And I do that every day. I do it. I go here, I go there. One of my teachers has a tattoo on his arm that symbolizes going here, going there, finally ending up at the right place. And the book I'm listening to right now by, I think his name's Dr. Joseph Parent, but what a strange way to come to that. I was listening to a golf book in order to achieve my present goal of breaking 80. But golf is Tai Chi. Tai Chi is golf. At the end of the hardest hard is the softest soft, and vice versa. Iro Kugong. I might sprinkle this book with some Chinese. And I'm studying with 2 of my adopted daughters today, Katie, Jennifer. My mind just leaped at the fact that the film crew is coming from Harvard. Tentative title, I was told by Lance, was he was leaning towards golf, enlightenment in a golf cart. And that's a little, well, it didn't fit, because how can you name a book Enlightenment in a Golf Cart? See, I'm personalizing this because it could be that that's just the title, But I know Ann and I do play a major role in this. I know another little girl who lives in the country plays a major role in the movie because we had to maintain the same clothing wardrobe, they would call it in the business. And we're in the business with the best, and this is the way it's been all my life. Zeph and Art. Art Augustino wrote a book called Zen on the Green, and I'm listening to Joseph Parrott, Zen Putting, Zen Golfing. And it's all comes down to one thing: you become what you think about. It's as simple or as complex as that. And I'm getting in my own way all the time, especially recently. I've thought about divorce with Ann. The name of this divorce book is What I Wished I Knew Before I Got Divorced. Now, I'm not even sure who wrote this book. I'm sure of one thing, that I'm not going to make this too long. This is the first chapter. I might even turn on the lights or write it down, but as I say, I was guided to do this by my own free will, because I thought yesterday, Val, I'm going to skip around because that's the way my mind works. This is only the introduction. I'm not going to worry about the fact that my father stuttered and that I could get stuttery if I let myself. But I heard that here's number one. If you slow down, if you speak correctly, if you pause, people respect that. You get your point across. It happens in jokes. It happens in life. What happens to people is they get hesitant. They don't like the sound of their own voice. It's all about how you think about things. There's problems in every stage of life. One key is your body has got to relax, but relaxed awareness. All this fits together like a glove, really. He says, Joseph Barrett said, I've heard it, relaxed awareness, act like a cat waiting for a mouse to come out of a hole. Relax when you're going on the golf course. Relax before you're making a speech. Relax in Tai Chi. If people tell you to relax, what do? You get tense because you want to be in control. You don't want somebody else telling you what to do. It's about control. And it's about having free will. I just heard the words from Ben Hogan. So-and-so golfer lashed the ball with his left hand. He lashed the ball. And don't be scared to let it go. But that's after you have everything set up. So that's my model. And I can't wait. He said, Ben Hogan said, I can't wait for the sun to come up so I can get back on the course. And I get up very often at 3 o'clock, and I just go ahead and get up because I can't wait for things to happen. And if I can't sleep, which don't sleep much because of my guru, Guru Joggy Vazadeh, who's been a big part of this, and I'm being led by people in the Akashic Record. I've told people about it. It's famous people are just not aware of what's available in the inner world. So I'm thinking now about my friend Archie. He's got it all. He could be anything he wants to be. He just moved here. So he's symbolic of everybody in the world. I'm trailing off here because I'm thinking, and So it's appropriate that time has a big part in this. The numbers, 444, 333, that's one way the universe gives you feedback. It's called Satchitananda. There is one universe. It gives you feedback, and it's blissful. I've been trained for that by Sadhguru. When I do the practice, life's easy. When I don't do the practice, there's a reason for it, because I have the free will to do it or not. I'm always thinking, who's guiding me now? It's really, if you turn to Chidao by Lama Tantrapa, he has a great movement program. He has a great move. The one jump, I thought, this is all I need to change the world, because in that jump, you ground yourself better, as well as I've ever been grounded in 14, 15, 16 years of Tai Chi. But I've done it with beginners, and talking about coming full circle, that's the extent I used to teach. Go back and forth on your feet till you reach the middle. After you reach the proper stance in Jiang Zhuang, I'll skip a little bit and say Anne can lash the ball. If she has the right form, and she's semi-lashed it, I said let it loose, and it flew, and we both went, wow. I do it every day on the golf course. Something just popped up on my screen. So I'll say this is a good ending to the chapter. So nobody watches my YouTube. I've written a book or two on YouTube and on QQ and Facebook. I just got to put it together, or it's not important, is it? That's the other thing. Don't be attached, because we're all headed to the grave. So you have free will. I know a lot about the concept of free will, but I don't know this man's take on it, so to speak. I know what he's going to say, but it reminds me. So when you listen to stuff, you get reminded, which I'm reminded. I'm going to end this chapter now with a little bit of humor and say that I've got a goal to break 80. I've got a goal to be a better person. I've got a goal to listen to this book and employ those techniques. I proved the other day, and I proved it over. So if I thought I was going crazy, losing my mind because of short-term memory losses, so I quit medical liquid essence marijuana, the distillation of it. I think it was causing short-term memory loss. I described my problems to a friend, and he said that he used to have systems, and I have systems in place for a lot of things, and when I don't have a system, I lose a cell phone, and I end up with a brand new cell phone in my hand, plus one for my wife as a result. So I'm always making lemonade out of lemons. I've been in not arrested, but detained by police, taken to a beautiful facility, handled beautifully by people, where I was in a yogic dream state called shamanic dream yoga. And I enjoyed every minute of it. Everybody else thought I was crazy, which I was. I was definitely in a dream state. Things seemed real. And I'm in a dream state now, lucid dreaming. yawning is one side of lucid dreaming, and yawning is a good sign. I'll just say that I hesitate to say this, but I looked at my. I always do this when I'm filming, so it's 15 minutes and 18 seconds. I got that from sending messages to. Trying to send messages of spirituality to my daughters in China and people in China, and mostly it's about letting people give a head start. So here's the way I'll end this. So I was with Archie after being with Val Poppin. That's my pro and my friend who came here from Nashville. And I'm able to go to people on the course, including Archie, and give them the benefit of my golf knowledge. And I do that. I can see what's wrong with them. I correct them. They smile. I think that's my mission in life right now. So when you teach something, you learn it. There's a Chinese saying about that. So here's a summary of what I know about golf and how it relates to Tai Chi, and how Tai Chi and golf and everything else is Tai Chi. When the thought begins, Tai Chi begins. So I'll make this like a cliffhanger. I might even put in some video. Who knows? I have free will. So instead of summarizing what I know on this one, I'll continue with chapter 1-2, introduction, B.47, that's a joke, inside joke about how a man whose name cannot be spoken, Benway Young, I'll now call him the Big White Bear because that was the symbol. I don't know whether he was an angel or a devil. I know that we're both the same. We're both an angel and a devil, and there's evil in the world, and there's good in the world. And to think that there's not evil in the world and evil people, there are evil people. So we have to, yes, fight against evil. Maybe I'll end this with a breath. Inhale. Tummy gets bigger. Exhale. Tummy gets smaller. Now, I don't know which is going. It could be Sundance Film Festival. I'm going to go there, and so is Ann. And we're going to go to the opening here of our film, Lance's film, my film. I shaped the film a lot. They shaped my life. We shaped their lives. Thanks to Ann, Zephan, Art. I could go on and on. The Snake Man, Todd the Healer, all one and the same. My family, my friends, my teachers in heaven and earth, spirits, angels, deities, the Taoist friends, the Buddhist friends, the friends in Taiwan, friends all over the world, no enemies. So I'll end this by saying, I have died, I came back, and the happiest moment of my life was walking into the house and seeing Lance and the crew and and being able to come home and really being alive. I had a choice to leave, but I didn't. And so there it is, the first book out, audiobook now on YouTube that could have been recorded in light. And this is recorded in the dark, but I'm coming into light in chapter 1.